Um, yeah. So since I just had a massive book haul, my intention for the month of January was to buy nothing unless I just came across something. So like I had a small haul, which I'll do that right now. Most of these are, I got for $1 or less. Looking for stuff for friends. Uh, year's sci-fi's greatest. That's nice. Conan here. But something happened to me that it's one of those things that you kind of always wish would happen, but it always happens to somebody else and not to you. This is pretty cool. I've heard these are pretty rad. Beasts of Tarzan. Yeah, anyway, the thing that happened to me was a buddy of mine. He knows I like old science fiction books, and so he's on a Facebook group and he's like, "Hey, somebody in my neighborhood has just recently passed." And so I guess this guy had a lot of books, and his family they don't want to take the time to sort them or do anything like that, so they're just going to get rid of them. So do you want them? You can come look at them before they throw them away. So I'm like, "Heck yeah, that sounds great." Look at this one. It's got a little demon, a drunk demon saves the world. Well, that one might be kind of fun. And so I was like, heck yeah, I'll come. And so I go to this house, meet the sons there, and they say, yeah, thanks. We got a huge dumpster. We're just basically cleaning everything off. Um, those the small size shipping boxes, the one you actually use for books, the heavyweight Home Depot boxes. There were 80. 80. 80 boxes of books. I dropped all the seats in my SUV and I filled it from floor to ceiling. After a while I had to be a little more intentional about the space I was using or space I was taking. And so I at that point I just started going through boxes. But yeah, I spent a few hours there, me and my buddy, basically saving these books from being destroyed. Look at this. Unicorn and Nazis. Sorry, Nick from the book graveyard. This one's mine. Maybe I'll give it to you. We'll see. I also got another horror book I bought because Borderland. I don't read too much horror, but I know that they're very rare. It's hard to find like a 70s or 80s horror book, so I pick them up when I see them, especially if they're cheap. Anyway, that was going to be my book haul that I just did. Instead, I got thousands of books for free. These guys were just going to throw them away, but they're like, our dad really loved books. And so we want to pass it on to somebody else. We don't know if they're worth anything. We don't really care. We just want them out of the house. So we're going to throw them away. So I took all I could fit. Luckily, somebody else came the next day and got the rest of it and just like donated it to different stores and filled like those little libraries all around town. So really, really cool. So no books got thrown away. Thank God for that. So this was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago at the time of filming this, because it has taken me that long to go through all these books. The ones I wanted to keep, a lot of them were, not a lot, maybe half were ex-library. So I'm like removing the nasty, grubby bro darts and, carefully peeling stickers and cleaning. And so I'm exhausted. I've been handling books, moving boxes. My back hurts. It's been the best time. And so what I ended up doing is there's a lot of stuff I didn't like because it wasn't just science fiction. There's all sorts of different genres. So I zoomed all my, Nick from the book Graveyard and Tim from Secret Fire Books and said, hey, you want to pay for shipping? I'll send you a box. So they went shopping and I had Joseph swing by the house from Joseph Reed Books just because I'm like, hey, I'm about to donate all these books. So he swung by, and him and his wife, and just to take a peek at a few books, they ended up staying for like 2.5 hours, going through it all, which was just a blast. And the rest of them I took to the bookstores, took to Recycle Books, took to Half Price Books, and from there I got in-store credit and bought more books. The stuff that I couldn't take, there are a few boxes I ended up just donating them as well. I think all in, I got over 250 books for free. So if you see me just like smiling like an idiot for this entire video, that's the reason. Where are you gonna put all these books, Jake? Nowhere. I don't have room. I'm gonna, this might be the last time you see this wall, and we might not see Godzilla for a while because I'm gonna probably build some shelves this week because already there's a giant pile right here. My other bookshelf is already like 3 deep with pulp books, vintage paperbacks. And so yeah, don't be jealous. Okay, you guys have to be happy for me, okay? I'd be happy if this happened to you, I'd be very happy to you, okay? Listen, if you're that upset about it, you can swing on by. I'll let you have a few books, okay? You guys can come get some books if you want. Okay, now I'm just rubbing it in. Let's get on with it. Before we get to any of that, Thebes is back. We're doing the Atlantic Abomination. This is going to be on my channel, February 5th. I don't remember what time exactly. I want to say 1. Don't listen to me. Just read on the screen. Yeah, and we have news from the gelding and the mark from the book thing. So we're be there. We got some British representation. We got both sides of the Atlantic. We're going to tackle this abomination. This video, I'm just doing the paperbacks. Okay, the next I'm going to break this apart. If not, I'm going to be filming a 3-hour video. And well, I would, some of you might not mind that, but you might get sick of me at that point. So we're going to break this into at least 2 parts. Hardcover next, just paperbacks today. And the first 2 are not actually science fiction, but they're kind of cool. Relatively Speaking by Eric Chasen, Relativity, Black Holes, and the Fate of the Universe. We should see how true it is because this is old. Field Guide to the Stars and Planets by Donald K. Menzel. And you guys, I don't know if you can tell. It's like the paper is super duper high quality. As a result, this is heavy. This is shockingly heavy. It's like a really thick magazine style pages. Really, really cool. The Space Novels of Jules Verne. How cool is that? And that's got obviously somebody put their, a Coke can there or something, but that's really cool. It's a Dover book. I don't know how old that is. All right, I'm going to try and go kind of fast just so we can get through this. 2 by Ursula K. Le Guin. The Farthest Shore. Look at that. That's a wraparound cover. Gorgeous. And Ursula K. Le Guin is hard to find. I've never really found her in the wild, and so I was excited about this. Wizard of Earthsea. I've heard this book is good. This is a newer reprinting, but it's still kind of the paperback size. I've already put a lot of these in baggies too, so sorry if there's a glare. As I was going, I didn't want to. Eventually, I want to get all mine in bags, and I'm almost there, but I didn't want to. I want to take care of these books as best as I can. 4 by Zelazny, The Guns of Avalon, which this is great because I only had a few of the amber book. So I think I've got them all now. The Hand of Oberon, The Courts of Chaos. This one's got a little tear here. A lot of these books are not in the best condition, but Sign of the Unicorn. I have Sign of the Unicorn in hardcover, but this is cool as well for paperback for when I read it. As I said, a lot of these books are not in. These are all in pretty decent condition, except for that one. But a lot of them aren't in the best condition. But I saved them. I saved their lives, okay? Like if you were drowning and I saved you, you wouldn't look good, okay? I know you look good now, but if you were drowning and I saved your life, guess what? Or if I pulled you out of a fire, you wouldn't look too good. You wouldn't look too hot, but you'd be so thankful and grateful. And so if you're like, Jake, these books don't look very good, just remember that I'm a hero, okay, for saving these books. What the heck are you even talking about? I don't know. Okay, Gordon R. Dixon's SF Best. Look at that monster. This is very horribly drawn. Very horribly drawn. I love that lion bug. This is another horror I grabbed. Charmed Life by Bernard Taylor. It's got a gargoyle in a graveyard. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it to Nick or Brian or one of you horror guys. Higher Mythology. There's some kind of little creature there. This is Jody Lynn Nye. Don't have anything by Jody Lynn Nye, and this one is in the 90s, so it's a little newer than I typically have. But Larry Niven, A Hole in Space. Great, really really cool. I've yet to read Larry Niven, but I'm excited to do so. I have 4 now by Warren Norwood. They are the Windhover Tales. Windhover Tales. I don't know. It looks like it's got a sticker on there that I was kind of too scared to get off right there. Planet of Flowers, The Windhover Tales. This cover is actually really neat. Uh, Another Windhover Tales. This one, he's got a space babe. Yeah, and yeah, and the last Windhover Tales. Looks like the space babe here has gotten an upgrade. Can you guys tell she's had some work done? Can you guys tell what it is? Here, we'll put it side by side. Let me know if you can tell what. Let me know if you can tell what work she's had done. This isn't a kids channel. I do love how he's just like eyes straight ahead, eyes straight ahead, look straight ahead. That's gonna be my thumbnail. I got Robert Adams, A Castaway in Time. This is a Horse Clan series. I gave all of these to Tim, and I forgot this one. This one obviously slipped through the cracks. Sorry, Tim, it's mine now. I might send it to you. Elsprag de Camp, Let Darkness Fall, The Fantastic Universe Omnibus. This is really cool. This is edited by Hans Stefan Stantison. And we got Isaac Asimov, William Tenn, Clark, Avram Davidson, Harlan Ellison, Burt Chandler, DeCamp, Judith Merrill. Wow, everybody. Silverberg. Wow, that's really cool. Galoot. Nice. Edwin Abbott, Flatland. Look at that. I don't know anything about that. Never heard of Edwin A. Abbott. I'm excited. I'm excited to read that one. Simon Hawke, The Wizard of Whitechapel. Yeah, I don't know about this. Why'd I pull this one aside? Maybe I'll give that one away. Maybe I'll take that one back. Philip Jose Farmer, Behind the Walls of Terra. Now that I'm saying that, I think I have this one already. But I don't have this cover, and that guy has got some. This is like a like a boot commercial, right? This is a boot advertisement. Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. Looks like it has a sticker here that I had forgotten to remove. So I'm setting this one aside because this guy slipped through the cracks. You guys, I spent days removing stickers. And Anne McCaffrey, Dinosaur Planet Survivors. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the glare, but I'll put them off to the side here as well. Dinosaur Planet Survivors. I have the first Dinosaur Planet. Now I have Survivors. And another Anne McCaffrey, a dragon, white dragon. I gave Tim most of the Anne McCaffreys too, but obviously two have slipped through the cracks, and now I have them. Sorry, buddy. Here's Anthony, Source of Magic. This guy's got some a little ripped up here, but that's cool. Lawrence Watt Evans, The Misenchanted Sword. This one's pretty fun. I got a lot of fantasy here that I don't remember setting aside. Maybe as I'm going through these, maybe I had this pile set aside for Tim, and I've and forgot about it. Because those are all fantasy, and I do enjoy some fantasy, but typically I just like science fiction. Science fiction. Arthur C. Clarke, The Songs of Distant Earth. This one's really cool. I like that cover. It's very, very unique, very sci-fi. Again, there's another sticker that I didn't take off, so I'm setting it aside. Oh, you know what? This one is not is a nonfiction as well. Isaac Asimov, The Intelligent Man's Guide to Biological Sciences. That's really neat, isn't it? Have you guys read this? If anybody's read this, let me know. Because yeah, that's kind of fun. Philip K. Dick, our friends from Frolix 8. Oh, Tanith Lee, The Dragon Horde. Alpha 6 by Robert Silverberg. It's a Powers cover, older Powers cover looks like. Yeah. Oh, it's a anthology series. Cool. Doc Smith, Second Stage Lensman. Now I enjoy I don't know if they're good, the Lensman series, but I think this is the last one I have in this particular livery where everything is super, super bright and kind of wild, very colorful. I like it. I like the whole series. This one's cool. This is Richard Wilson, The Girls from Planet 5. This one's going. I think this one might go in the review stack. Gulliver of Mars by Edwin L. Arnold. Let's get him focused here. Gulliver of Mars. I really enjoyed that cover. Oh, it's a Frazetta. I've never seen this one before. Raymond F. Jones, Renegades of Time. This is a laser book with the floating Freya's head, which I don't particularly like. Some people really like these. I don't. A Guide to Barsoom. Oh, I wonder if this here is also nonfiction. Oh, yeah, readers. Okay. Oh, we got pictures, fully illustrated. Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. This is by John Flint Roy. I don't know if this is. Yeah, it's just kind of everything you need to know about the Barsoom series. Oh, it's got everybody's names and stuff. Stephen Bruce, Phoenix. Douglas Adams, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. The Douglas Adams, who definitely did not rip off Robert Sheckley. All right, Frederick Pohl and Jack Williamson, The Reefs of Space. Another Frederick Pohl, The Merchant's War. This is a newer copy, but yeah, I didn't have it. We got another Larry Niven, Ringworld. I do not have a Ringworld, and this one is a Del Rey book. It's a newer copy as well, but still got the sticker on the side there. Barsoom Project by Larry Niven and Steve Barnes. That's kind of a fun cover, isn't it? All right, next I got two by Terry Pratchett, and I don't think I have anything by Terry Pratchett. The Discworld. Oh, and these are both Discworld books. We got Reaper Man and Mort. Is Terry Pratchett good? I've never read anything by him. Maybe I'll ask Mark from the book thing. He's going through those Ringworld books. Alan Dean Foster. I have two by Alan Dean Foster. Glory Lane. Now this looks kind of silly. The Tar Aim Krang. The Tar Aim Krang. Well, the cover is really nice, but this guy looks like this guy was sat on. Was sat on by a big fat guy. Christopher Stasheff. I have whoa my gosh. 5 by Stasheff. A wizard somewhere. There's a wizard someplace. Oh, there's a warlock. There's another warlock. There's another wizard. Oh, left the sticker on that one. Whoops. Right there. And there's another warlock. Warlocks and wizards. Come on, Stasheff. Do something else. What can you just write warlocks and wizards? Lazy Stasheff. Then I have 4 by Gordon R. Dixon. Soldier Ask Not. I think I have this actually now that because I made a joke about that before. Yeah, I'll have to check. The Lost Dorsai in the Dorsai series. I don't have this one. Look, I love the way that guy's standing there, feeling fabulous. Necromancer. That's a cool cover, isn't it? And it's a wraparound. We got the Necromancer holding something there. We got the Spirit of Dorsai. So it's not really Dorsai, but it's kind of in the same. It's got the Spirit of Dorsai. Looks like a band pose. Okay, whoever this person was that has passed, they loved Richard Heinlein and they loved Andre Norton because I by far have more of those two authors than any other author. Like, let me show you here. Oh, this is Heinlein right here. All Heinlein. And so we'll do like a rapid fire Heinlein, okay? Methuselah's Children. The Puppet Masters. The cat who walks through walls. How much you want to bet it's not a real cat? There's time enough for love, especially ghost love. Starship Troopers, baby. Citizen of the Galaxy. Well, that really narrows it down. Glory Road. The moon is a harsh mistress, and it doesn't have a cover. Why did I save this? It doesn't have a cover. The Number of the Beast. Cue metal music. I will fear no evil. Requiem. And lastly, the kitty dame herself, Andre Norton. I have, at this point, I added these up to in my spreadsheet. I have 50 Andre Norton books, which is a lot. So I'll go through some of these. I think I might have some duplicates in here, but some of the covers are actually really fun. So I'll keep those ones. Witch World. Here abide monsters. Warlock of the Witch World. Storm over Warlock of the Witch World. 3 against the Witch World, but that's not enough. The Opal-Eyed Fan. This isn't science fiction. Is this science? This is Roman. Starguard. Web of the Witch World. But there's no webs. The Jargoon Pard. Secret of the Lost Race. Also titled, These Two Have Seen Some Quag Keep. I love how the dragon here is kind of giving the camera a side eyes look like, watch me eat these fools. Cat's Eye. Surely this is the last cat related book. Don't bet on it. Sorceress of the Witch World. High Sorcery. She looks high, doesn't she? Cat Fantastic 2. My only regret about saving this one is I don't have Cat Fantastic 1. Okay, those are the paperbacks I got for free. Now I'm going to show you all the paperbacks I got from in-store credit. Now, obviously, you find all those in a box, you're going to have a good time. Not all of them are in good shape. Some are kind of rough. Some of them are like, why the heck did I get this? But, I mean, they're just going to be thrown away. So that's an amazing find, right? Now, these are the ones that, so I'm excited about all that. These ones, however, are the ones I'm really excited about because these are what I traded for the in-store credit. Pretty much what I did was if I didn't have it, if I didn't have anything by this author, I got it. You know what I mean? Some of them I kind of splurged a bit because I was like, well, I've got a lot of in-store credit. Some of them I did, I just they were cheap as well. That's why I got them. But I got a small stack here, a relatively small stack here. The first thing is Charles G. Finney, The Unholy City. Now I paid $3 for each of these. I say each of these because I bought the exact same book twice. But honestly, on accident. But honestly, I think I would have done that on purpose because both of these are really, really cool. This one's a pyramid, and this one here is a panther. And they're both great. I don't know if this book is great, but yeah, it says a masterpiece of weird adventure. I'm going to be reviewing this one. That looks so exciting to me. Michael McCollum, A Greater Infinity. Never even heard of Michael McCollum. The Mind Parasites by Colin Wilson. Now, this one I think I have another book by Colin Wilson. The reason why I bought this one is this was kind of impulsive because it was $12.50. I don't spend that much on my vintage paperback books, but I kind of saw it there and I'm like, and all these books are $3, $4, $5, $2, $1, and then this one next to them all was $12.50. I thought, does somebody know something I don't? So I bought it basically because it was expensive. I don't know if that's smart or not. I guess we'll find out. Okay, I goofed up again. I bought the exact same book. So I have 2 copies of these, so I'll be giving one away. It is The Path of Unreason by George O. Smith. Not George Henry Smith, who we know is a horrible, horrible writer, but George O. Smith. The reason I bought this is because this guy is jumping out of a time portal to attack President Trump. Your reaction on that, I'm sure, will be varied. I thought it was just funny. Savage Empire by who's this by? Jean Laura. There's just a lady watching guys fight. That's cool. Don't have anything by Jean Laura. The Sunset Warrior by Eric von Lustbader. How much you want to bet that's his real name? Oh, yeah. First in his trilogy about the ultimate nightmare and the ultimate man, Crown of the Serpent, Alan L. Wold. There's a popular library book. Looks interesting. Got a cool action-packed space fight. Jerry Soule, Costigan's Needle. Very pulpy. Gary Gentle, Dragon's Past. Now, this is part 2 in a series. I don't care because it shows. I'll zoom in here so you can see it better. There's a lady here undercover from a dragon with ray guns and an armored dragon. That's cool. Dragons still rule, but mankind is fighting back. Caroline Stevermer, Serpent's Egg. No, that's a jewel. That's a ruby. That's not a serpent egg. David Henry Wilson, The Coachman's Rat. Is this a science fiction? Am I the only let me know I'm not the only one out there that goes shopping for books and then comes home and is like, "Why did I get that?" At least one per book haul. I'm like, "Why did I get this?" And I know for a fact I've said that a couple times in this video. The Cave of Karsts by Lee Wolfman or Hoffman. Lee Wolfman, that'd be a cool name. Junction by Jack Dan. This might be my favorite cover out of all of these. Just this guy's being chased by some kind of dragon, but just the way he is screaming. Frank Stockton, The Great Stones of Sardis. And this one is it's cool. It's got a rip here. But this one again was like 50 cents or something, I think. The Kraken, The Cosmic Egg by Joseph Chilton Pierce. Wait a minute. Oh, dang it. This isn't science fiction. A startling breakthrough book, essential for those who are seeking expanded ways to achieve creative living and learning. I saw a giant egg with a butterfly coming out of it, and I thought it was a science fiction book. Dang it. All right, I got two by Jack Vance because I want to give him another try. I didn't particularly care for the Vance I read, but people really like him, so maybe I just picked a bad book. Big Planet. Look at that. They're being chased by skull horses. That's cool. Very cool, very pulpy. And Jack Vance, The Durder. Honestly, I just picked this because of the title. because because I'm actually just just 8 years old, and there's a book called Durder. That's stupid. Two by Paul Anderson. Fire Time. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool, right? This is a Valentine. Three Hearts and Three Lions. I've heard this is really good. I think this is this the one of the books that's inspiration for Dungeons and Dragons? I'm not sure. You guys will let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Wilson Tucker, Ice and Iron. Christopher Evans, Pella's Golden Eyes. Now, I was going to walk right by this one because I was like, it looks kind of fantasy-ish until I saw that alien face in the clouds. Twisting the Rope by R.A. McAvoy, excuse me. Donald Thompson, The Next Encounter. How cool is that? The Neutral Stars by Dan Morgan and John Kippix. Um, kind of an unremarkable cover. Very, very forgettable. However, I don't have anything by either author. So, oopsie daisy. Got it. That's why I get it. If you ever wonder why does Jake get all this crap? That's why. How the Gods Wove in Cran by Ardeth Mayhair. Now they spelled cran in a fancy way. Cran and all right. Lindsay Gutteridge, Cold War in a Country Garden. Cold War in a Country Garden. There's a naked man who is miniature, and it looks like he's fighting with ants because there's a wraparound cover. Yeah, I want to say this was like $6. Well spent. Fight for life in a world of terror. So basically, this is the inspiration for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. How many of you guys cried when the ant died in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Did you guys cry? If you didn't cry, you're a monster when the ant died. Okay. Bandersnatch by Kevin O'Donnell Jr. Bandersnatch. Now, this cover's really cool. I really enjoy this one. Okay, two by Spinrad. I got The Void Captain's Tale by Norman Spinrad. If you guys haven't watched I reviewed Bugjack Baron with Ira over at Sci-Fi Words of Wonder, and that was fun. And somebody was just talking about this book right after I bought it. One of you guys commented on it. The Solarians. I have been looking for this for a long time because this is one of the coolest covers. These aliens are so goofy and cool. Oh, they perfectly embody like comedy and being threatening. Two by Cherry Wilder. Both are Timescape books. Don't have anything by Cherry Wilder. I don't know if they're good or not. We got Second Nature, some kind of eldritch beast here, and The Nearest Fire. Noah 2 by Roger Dixon. Ooh, soon to be a major motion picture. I didn't see that earlier. Noah 2. Leah Brackett, The Hounds of Scath. Wraparound cover. Really cool. Very fantasy-esque. This is a Ballantine. Arson Darnay. Arson Darnay. Never heard of him. This is a Hostage for Hinterland. Hostage for Hinterland. Planet Wizard by John Jake. Bladud the Birdman by Vera Chapman. What the heck is this? Why did I... Oh, I remember why I got this. Because if you zoom in, this isn't just a bird. Look there. I'll zoom in here. This is a bird with a man's face. That's why I bought it. Sturgeon is alive and well. It seems like all he... Does he do any actual novels, or are they just short stories? Because every time I buy a Theodore Sturgeon, it's just a bunch of short stories. A Merit Dwellers in the Mirage. Now, I do have this book, but I don't remember what cover I had, and this cover rocks. So this might be an upgrade. I'll have to see what the other cover looks like. David C. Smith and Richard Turney for The Witch of the Mists. For The Witch of the Mists. All right, and the last one. This was only $1. It's got a rip on the cover, but you'll see why I bought it. You'll see exactly why I bought it. First of all, the author is Robert Asprin. Aspirin. And so, like, the jokes here write themselves. This is a Dell book, The Cold Cash War. We've got a science fiction samurai with a gun. Oh, yeah. A multinational conglomerate launch a new sales blitz, a lethal corporate campaign against the world. Let's see how that turns out for you. That is a lot of paperbacks. I don't know the full amount. I'll put the amount right here. Good heavens, that's a lot of books for free. And so I'll do the hardcovers next. Maybe I'll break it up into even more because this, I don't know how long this video is. Thanks if you guys have stuck around this long. Thank you so much. I feel like I should give you money or something. Maybe I'll just give you books, okay? If you stuck around this long in the video and if you want a book, just swing on by. I'll give you a book, okay? Yeah. See you next time.